Things coming in my head there.
Yeah.
One of them was I'll come to the second. I'll do the second point first. Actually, building is something that we've done forever, never, amen.
Yeah.
And my wee kind of comment or observation, not at you, but at the whole industry is it's just, why is it so complicated? We know how to do this. And it just seems to be that we just want to get on with it, and get it fixed. And my view on it is, and I think I've said this in the podcast, is there's too much layers and bureaucracy that I just feel that someone at the top needs to put their head above the parapet and say, see those reports that we usually do, and we get them for the right reason. I get that we've got to look after the environment, I get all of that kind of stuff, but if we want to fix the housing crisis and we want to go quickly, we need to look at all of that bureaucracy, the legislation, the levels of reporting required, etc., and say, look, for 5 years, we're going to slash that or half that requirement, or we're going to have a look and go, well, okay, you might not quite pass, but it's good enough, crack on with your site, guys. That's my kind of thought on it. And that's not to undermine the value and as to why we're in the position we're at, i.e. protecting birds, animals, all that stuff. Of course it's important, but it just seems to me that we're never really going to get there quickly unless we look at all of that system as well.
Yeah, I think looking at the system is exactly what I think we need, in terms of there's obviously a very real balance to strike in. We need a lot more homes, we need a lot more buildings, and we need them built quickly. Yeah. But we also need to make sure that they are of sufficient quality and that we're avoiding safety and concerns. I mean, one of the challenges that we're facing in Scotland right now, well, and across the UK right now, is a huge failing in building safety. So I think there is a balance that we need to find between making sure that people are safe in the buildings that we build, and that they're sort of going to stand the test of time and they're fit for purpose and all of those things. And very much the existing buildings that we have are also being maintained so that they can exist well into the future. Somebody needs to audit the system, basically, and sort of going, are all of these different pieces of legislation or all of these different regulations, are they having the impact that we wanted them to? Are they actually resulting in the change that we want to see? Because in many cases, I would argue they're not. They're well-intentioned policy, passed in good faith with people who are trying to uphold building safety and to get homes delivered, but they aren't necessarily manifesting on the ground in the way that we need them to.